Oh wow. What's up YouTube? Georgia Silver Hunter back, and I am excited to bring you a $1,000 half dollar hunt this week. Now I'm not just excited to show you another video of me opening half dollars. I'm excited because I think these two boxes are going to be particularly special. I can tell you I have 3 silver enders and 1 proof ender in there on the bottom rack, so we'll get to those when we get to them, but I'm really excited to crack into these, so let's get started. So here we are with box number 1. Just so you guys know, my typical process is that I open these at the bank because I have been shorted entire rolls before, and typically the bank has a hard time reimbursing me when I've already brought the boxes home and then complain. So I do open them there and check the numbers. I usually pick up a handful of rolls and check for enders while I'm at the bank. And I didn't see anything while I was there, but I got home, and my typical process when I get home is to take the top rack out and check for enders, and I look at the top half of the bottom rack just to see if we've got anything interesting. And the only thing I saw in this box was this 1971, you probably can't see it that well, and I don't want to dig it out, but there's a 1971 San Francisco proof down there. Could be silver, don't know, but we have at least 1 proof in this box. Again, I'll give you the heads up. Box number 2, which you need to stick around for, had a 1964 obverse ender, so we know we've got 190% piece of silver, and one of the reverses looked like, I believe there was a D on the back of it, so we might have 2 1964 silver enders there in box number 2. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into some rolls. I'm probably going to film opening most of these. They may not be included in today's episode or video, as it were. So if you see me cutting around, that's just because we opened a bunch of rolls and didn't find anything. If you are new to coin roll hunting, what we have done here is bought half dollar boxes from the bank, brought them home, and we're looking for all kinds of goodies like NIFCs, not intended for circulation coins. This is just a really nice 2021 Philadelphia. Most coin roll hunters are finding these all over the place these days. But our NIFCs are 1970, 1987, and then 2002 through 2020. They don't carry tons of value on those, but they were pretty low mintage. We are looking for numismatically relevant coins, and you can find which ones we're looking for in a document in the description down below this video. But they're things like double die obverses, no FG coins, and then any kind of weird mint error. And then lastly, we look for silver, because silver, the best place to find silver is in half dollars. A 40% silver half dollar, I think today's going for like $4, $4.50, something like that. And a 90% silver dollar. And melt weight's only about $8 and I think like 80 cents. But with premiums today, they're going for about $10 or $11 or $12 a piece. So when you find a bunch of silver in a box, it can be quite lucrative. And we know today we've got some good potential at finding some silver. Actually, not potential. We know we're going to find silver because we have enders in the next box. So that's enough of me yapping. Well, I guess what I could tell you what I'm doing here is edge hunting, and what I'm doing is just looking at the edges of the coins, because silver will jump right out at you. So will NIFCs, because they typically are really shiny. None of these are NIFCs though. When I do find something interesting, I will stop and bring you in and we'll talk all about it. But for now, it looks like we have a bunch of clads. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll go off camera, and I'll bring you in as we find things. And it may be this box goes really fast and box number 2 has all the finds outside of the 1 proof. Who knows? There could be some stuff hiding in this box, so we'll see. See you soon. Well, I think we've got some silver here, and roll number, what is this? Roll number 8. Right there in the middle, you can see that it's got more of a silvery edge to it. We don't have that copper core. Let's see if we got a 90 or if we got a 40. I think it's a 40 because it's got a little bit of a gray edge to it. But let's see. We've got a 1968 Denver. So first 40 on the hunt. So we know we're going to have this and that proof. So this box won't be, this box won't be a skunk. This box will be hopefully a little bit of fun with our first silver find and roll number 8. You know what? I'm probably just going to do the next. Well, I got. Oh, wait, we got another one right here. That one looks like it's 90%. That looks good. Let's see. Let's check that out. And we've got a 90%er. We've got a 1964 with no mint mark, so we got a Philly. 1964 mint mark's actually on the back here next to that little olive branch or wheat stalk or whatever that's intended to be. So now we got a 90 and a 40 on the box, so this box is definitely a winner. As I said in the beginning of the video, I mean, you're talking probably $10 for that one, $11 for that one, and about $4 for that. So you're $15 in on this box of halves. So I am actually going to open this roll and then the next 5. And if we don't find stuff, I'll just, we'll fast forward. This is roll number 11. Nothing in there. Roll number 12. One shiny guy in here. Let's see. Missed it. Got a 2011 Denver. Not intended for circulation. So with the proof, that's going to get us almost to what we like to call a fill-the-board, where we look for a miscellaneous coin, like a necklace coin or a magic coin or something like that. A 40%, a 90%, and an NIFC. So that'd be pretty cool. Typically tough to do in a single box, but it happens. So I know I just cut this out and we I came over to a new clip, but I had an NIFC poking out here on the ender and I just noticed it as I was going to pick up some rolls. We got a 2002 Denver. It was an ender on a roll, so 2 NIFCs in those first 15 rolls. We're going to get into rolls 26 through 30, and we'll definitely take a look at that, that proof ender, and hopefully we find some other goodies along the way. So far, we started strong, and it kind of fizzled throughout the latter half of that box. Or latter half of the top half of the box, I should say. Let's see if it picks up here at the end. We got another 2011, so that's 4 2011s on the hunt. Oh, did I go too far? Or is it in my hand right now? I think it might be in my hand right now. I forgot this was the roll with the San Francisco proof. It's really awful looking. Just checking it to be sure. See if I can zoom in this way and then this way. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. It's a little worse for wear. We've got some junk on it. The back doesn't look so great either, but you can still see that mirror finish from San Francisco. The edge, we got a copper line on that, so we know that it is a clad proof. But we got one for the board now, so we'll throw that up there. Nothing else in that roll. All right, we're down to our last 10 rolls. We're going to go ahead and open all these in this last little clip, this last little segment. Hopefully we find some silver. This box started so hot. I'm hoping box number 2 is not the same way, where we've got a couple of enders on the bottom and have a completely empty top rack, but we'll see. We'll see. Now I have been checking every coin along the way for varieties like this 82 for the no FG and the 71s for the DDO, and just haven't found anything. And I tell you that to say that we haven't found a necklace ring or a sticker coin or anything else like that to do a fill the board like I said we might do in this box. There's a 2020 right there. Another NIFC. Well, there we are, all wrapped up, ready to go back to the bank. Obviously, we're missing a spot here because we did have a lot of finds in that box. We'll start with the really, really cool stuff first. 1964 90% half dollar. We talked about this earlier. Worth about $10 to $12. This is why we hunt. Super happy to find that 90. We had a 1968 Denver 40%er. A little toned there. If you want to call that toning, that could be a little bit of dirt too. These are probably $4, $4.50, something like that. I haven't looked at half-dollar prices lately, but that's probably about where they are. Maybe it's about $4. 1971 San Francisco clad proof. Kind of cool. I hang on to all these that I find unless they're super beat up. This one's not bad enough that I'll throw it back. I'll hang on to it. And then I did show you a fair amount of these NIFCs as we went through the hunt, but 2002 Denver, a couple of 2003s, we had a 2006, we had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2011s, varying mint marks. We had a 2012 Philadelphia here and one 2020 Denver. So all in all, it was not a bad box for a single box hunt. I got a feeling box number 2 is going to be a lot better. Obviously, love finding me silver in any box that I hunt. So those are definitely going to get put aside and hung on to. The proof will. I'll check to see if I need any proofs to finish out the next set of books that I'm working on. Otherwise, the rest will go back to the bank. So let's get into box number 2. So as I mentioned earlier in our video, you can see right here, that was the 1964 Ender. You can see it's a different color. Let me see if I can pull that out. That's going to be roll, I think, 46 for us in this hunt, but that's what they look like. I've got one more, but it's the reverse, and I think it's got the Denver mint mark on the back. I could be wrong, and I know I had 140% Ender on the bottom as well, so let's go ahead and get into these rolls. I'm going to film these like I did the last one, probably 5 or 10 in a go. Hopefully we find a lot of silver here on the top because we've got a fair amount of silver already showing on the enders on the bottom. So if we've got them on the ends, hopefully we have them on the inside. So let's do first 10 here together. And as I did in the first part, if we're not finding stuff, I'll just fast forward and we'll add a little music. It'll be fun. So roll number 1, 2021. Zoom in a little bit here. Here's roll number 2. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Wow. 1, 2, 3. Those all have to be 90%ers. They are just solid, solid white. That's what you want to find when you're edge hunting. Look at that. Let's see what we got. All right, so Philadelphia, whatever it is, 1964. This box is already better than the first box, and we are on roll number 2. Let's check out this one. Another 1964, but in even better shape. This one's going to be a Denver. Now, all of my silver, I'll check before the end of the video. I know the 64, actually most of our silver does have DDOs, and the 1964D does have a repunch mint mark, so I will be checking for any of those mint errors before we get to the end. And look at that. We have a 1963 Benjamin Franklin. No mint mark, so we got a Philly. This does come with a Bugs Bunny. I'm not seeing it. It's a Bugs Bunny variety where there's a little die clash near the mouth that makes it look like Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny teeth. All right. Well, this hunt couldn't have started any better. I'll be honest. Roll number 2. 1 Benji, 2 1964s. Let's keep going. Roll number 3. Makes me want to open these rolls super slow. Here's roll number 4. All right, we got more. There's 90% right there. You can see it. Jumping out like a sore thumb. We've got another 1964, Philadelphia. That's 3. Let's get into roll number 5. And you can see we've got a ton of marked coins in here. So when we talk about collection dumps, this is what we're talking about, right? You know, $half are coming back through the system. Other hunters have marked them all up. They get thrown into a big vat where somebody else has dumped a roll of 64s or a whole collection or what have you. They get mixed together, they get re-rolled and then sent back out into the wild, and they come to people like me. Could be people like you if you're coin roll hunting. All right, here we go with roll number 6. We're going to keep on going here and see how we do. All right, we got more silver, and it does look like more 90% right here. Get us in the middle of the frame here. That one's got a little bit of a yellowish look to it. Yellow silver there. Let's see what we got. Now that one's not 90. That's a beautiful edge for a 90 or for a 40% silver coin. That is a 1969D. That is in beautiful shape. Absolutely gorgeous. So what are we on now? 5 silvers in 7 rolls. Any more? No, we do have a 2021 ender. It's reverse facing. Here's roll number 9. You can't see the box. I just uncovered my next 90% silver ender on the bottom rack. Got a lot of super shiny stuff in here. Let's see what we got. It's a 96, 71. Is that a proof? No. And a bicentennial. And what is this? Just a 1980. Nothing special. All right, roll number 10. I mean, you can see, hopefully you can see that on the camera. You can actually see the silver poking through. I got it this far. You can already see it coming out. 1, 2, right there. 2 more. This is going to be an outstanding box, guys. If this continues throughout the rest of this box, this could be an epic box. We could end up with, you know, maybe 30 or 40 silvers. And if they're all 90%, that's going to be amazing. All right, we got a 1964. We got another Denver. Again, we talked about it. Hopefully you can see the little mint mark there by the left olive branch. This one looks really good too. And we've got one more really, really nice looking coin here. That's got a good sized ding in it. Philadelphia, another 1964. This one looks like maybe it's been hit on the road or something. It's got a nice little chunk taken out of it. All right, well, if I had more room, I'd keep going, but I need to go check these guys for mint varieties. And we're going to get back to the hunt, but so far, 10 rolls, we've got 5 1964s, a Benji, and a 40%er. So let's get through this, and we'll get into the next 10 rolls together. So we're about to get into this bottom rack. We're going to actually do rolls 21 through 25 to finish out the top rack, and then rolls 26 through 30 all on the next go. But I did want to stop here to show you guys we have that 1964 silver ender here. I believe there's a D on that one, and this one's going to be a 1969 40% ender. So those are going to end up all being in our last 15 rolls, but I'm excited to see what the next 10 to 15 bring for us. Because the last 10, 12, 15 rolls have been pretty cold. So let's get into these next 10. Uh-oh. Back on the silver here. Roll number 23. Looks like we got some more 90 right here. Do we have anything hiding on this end? Let's see. I don't think so. Oh, yes we do. We got a double. Both hiding. One from the end, 1, 2 from the end. So we've got a double. Looks like both will be 90%ers. Let's see here. First one is another 1964. And it is a Denver. That makes number, I think, 6. That's number 6, 1964 on the hunt. And we've got another. We got a Philly on the back. And it is a 1964. Making number 7, 1964 Kennedy. That's awesome. All right, roll number 30. And and nothing in roll 30. So we did squeeze out 2 more in those last 10 rolls. We're going to go ahead and check these for errors, and then we'll get into our next 10. Okay, so here we are on roll number 38. We have, looks like a 1969, really kind of tarnished and beat up. 40% or nothing on the other end. Let's check that out together here. So it doesn't look like we have any other silver inside, but we definitely have our one ender. So let me put this down. We'll have a look. Backside looks a little better. The front is really beat up, and I've seen coins that look like this that have been dipped in like Easy Est or some sort of chemical, and then not properly dried, and they kind of get this ugly browning tone on them. So I may dump this in some Easy Est to see if we can get it cleaned back up. But that's 2 40s on the box. Here's roll number 39. All right, nothing in there. And last but not least, well, at least here, roll number 40. Then we'll go back to our variety hunt. So nothing there. Okay. Well, let me get through these. If we find any varieties, I'll bring you in. Otherwise, we'll get into our last 10 rolls. Okay, let's get into these last 10 rolls, and rolls number 44 and 46 should have 90% enders, so those will be exciting for sure. Let's see if we have anything between those 2 rolls, and we do. We've got a double right here in roll number 41. Hopefully you guys can see the super shiny edge here, and we've got another super shiny right there all the way through. Those will definitely be 90s. That might even be a 40 right there, so this may be a triple. So the last little bit of this box may work out for us. And this looks old. This is going to be a Benji or a Walker, probably. So in the back, we've got a 1964 Philly. It's another 90% on the box. I think that's 8 or 9 of these now. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them. Let's see if I was right about this one right here. I think I am going to be. Yep, I am. We've got a 1968 Denver. So another 40 for the box. And you may see another coin up here. I did find a 2017 NIFC cleaning up those last set of rolls. I think this might be a Walker. I really do. I really do. Let's see. No, it's another Benji. 1951. Looks like a, what is that? That is a Denver. 1951 Benji, so our second Benjamin Franklin on the box. Love it. Finding 1 Benji's tough. Finding 2 in a box is really rare these days. So let's keep going. Let's hope the rest of these rolls look like that one. That was pretty amazing. So nothing here. Just wanted to check that dark one. And we did have a 2008 kind of Ring of Death NIFC there. All right, we've got roll number 43. The next roll is a 90% ender. At least I think it's going to be. Let's check it out here. Yeah, I think that's a mint mark down by the olive branch there. Let's weigh it. We haven't weighed anything in this hunt. Let's see what we got. So 227.7 is going to be at least 290s, maybe more. So that's going to be a nice chunky roll right there. Nice chunky roll. All right, so we've got the ender plus another solid line there in the middle. There's our ender. Anything in those last 2? No. So let's see. We know that's going to be a 64. There it is. And let's see here. We got another Denver minted 1964. Well, this has been an amazing box of half dollars. We're now up over a half a roll of 90% silver, approaching an entire roll of silver in general. Okay, roll number 46. We've got our next 1964. Actually, we can see it on the end. Let's weigh this one too. I don't know if I can get the scale completely on camera here. So 227.8. We're looking at least another double. That's pretty crazy. Let's check it out here. Yeah, we definitely have another double. So there's our ender, and no mint mark on that one. So we've got a Philly and our big thick edge down here. We've got another Denver minted 1964. All right, 4 rolls left. I have no idea what we're going to see. I haven't weighed these, so no clue. Let's see if we can get lucky here in the last 4. Feels a little heavy. Okay, so last 2 rolls here. Oh man, it's killing me that we lost that footage. Those were really big rolls, and I think I see silver poking through already, or those are going to be 2021s. No, we've got silver. We've got another silver here at the end, so at least we get to see us opening a little bit of silver. We'll make up for losing those clips, and we've got more 90%. We've got ourselves a 1964 Philly. There it is. Another one for the stack. And this last roll doesn't feel too heavy, but let's hope. Maybe we'll have some 40s in here. 2021. Yeah, there's a 2021 in there. Make sure that's not silver. No. And looks like we have a little 2021. Yep. All right, well, let me get through these from a variety search. We'll come back and do a full wrap up on all the silver and give you guys a total value of these 2 boxes. This was a really good hunt. Probably my best and highest value hunt this year due to so many of the finds being 90% rather than 40. So I'm excited. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm still excited here at the end. So let me get through these and we'll do a full wrap up. So getting in here for the recap of box number 2, it was a great box. Let's start with the stuff that we care less about here. We did have a 2008 Ring of Death NIFC and a 2017 Denver, I think. We had a couple of cruddy 1960s. Actually, one of the 1969s was really beautiful, but one of them was really cruddy. The 1968 has definitely seen some better days, but that's 3 40s on the hunt. Where we made out was the 90% silver. This is the most 90s we found in a long time. We did have a 51, and I believe it was a 53. Let's see. Yep. Oh, it was a 63. Sorry. So a 63 and a 51 Benji. We did end up with 6 Philadelphia 1964s and 7 Denver 1964s. And we're going to come back to this one in a second, but I want to recap box number 1 real quick because we also got a variety on one of our 90% silvers. So we'll come back to that in a second. Quick recap of box number 1. If you happen to skip it, we also got a 1964 in box number 1. It was a Philly. We got another 1968 40% silver. We had a busted proof 1971 San Francisco, and then a whole bunch of NIFCs, mainly 2011s, but 3, 6, let's call there were maybe 6 or 7 of those, so 12 maybe, 13, 14, somewhere in there, NIFCs in the first box. So from a silver perspective, we did really well. Almost a full roll, I think. So what did I say? 6 and 7 is 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think we had a full roll. I think we had 20. So unless I did my math wrong there. But let's get over here under the scope. I do want to show you guys this 1964 because I think we found a DDO. So as I said, I believe I have a variety on our 1964 Denver here that I'll show you under the scope again in just or for the first time really in just a second. But wanted to first bring you over to Variety Vista, which is a fantastic place to go if you're curious about the coins that you're looking at to understand what varieties you might have. It's really well organized. I know it looks like it was built right out of like 1985, but it is a fantastic resource. So We're going to drill into Kennedy halves here. We are looking at DDOs. We do want to look at that 1964D. Now, there are a bunch of DDOs on the 1964D, so I did have to spend some time drilling through trying to find the one that I thought was mine, and the one that I think closest resembles it is this FS108. What it says is there's a medium spread on In God We Trust, date, and hairline under the R of Liberty with triple spread on TY of Liberty. So the nice thing about Variety Vista is they do give you close-ups of all the pictures, so you'll have something to compare to. For me, the big telltale signs are in the words like trust. You can see there's some split serifs in the R, some split serifs in the T here. The U's got some split serifs. Where is the we? Where did it go? There it is. You can see we've got split serifs here and the W, and the other telltale one is down here in the bottom of the E. So those are the things that I look for. Oh, also the G here in the word God. You can see we've got some splits there. So those are some of the key markers we're looking for on my coin. I also went over to PCGS to drill in to look at the value of this thing. So, if we drill in there, here's our FS108. If it's an MS60, it's not a super expensive coin. In an MS60, it's worth about $30. Now, if you can find something super high grade, MS65, MS66, maybe worth getting graded, upwards of about $500. And this is PCGS value, right? So you'd want to look on eBay to see what they're really going for, see what people are actually paying for them. But, the book value on a mint grade MS65 to 66 is $250 to $500. So if we drill in here, you'll, and it's going to take a little while to pull up. This is their MS67 coin. I've already downloaded that and zoomed in. You can see we've got the orange ugliness on it. And even on PCGS, we see the same split serifing here and here. And we see a little bit here in the U. So I just wanted to show you that to say I've done a little bit of homework on this one, and now I want to show you the actual coin. So let's move photo booth over here so you can see our coin. So this is our 1964. You can see this is me. And we've got our split serifs here in the W, all three. We've got the splits here in the bottom of the E. Some of these are a little harder to see, but we've got split serifs on the bottom of the T, the R. You can see it here in the U, and even down here in this T a little bit. And then as I pointed out earlier, you can also see a split G here, and we've got some weird doubling down here. Now, I didn't check for every single marker. You can see we've got some damage on this coin, so it's not something I'm going to get graded. This would likely sell for a very, very slight premium, only because it is a variety, but I wouldn't anticipate getting much more than maybe over melt by a couple of bucks, $4 or $5 maybe. I mean, not over melt, but over premium. So if this is a $12 coin, I might try to get $16 to $20 for it. So anyway, I did want to show you this because I thought it was a pretty cool find. And if you're not looking at your standard, 1965s through 1969s for these types of varieties, and your 64s in particular, you really should, because I have found triple die obverses on 64s. I found this is probably my third or fourth double die obverse. So they're out there. They're not impossible to find. So that pretty much wraps us up. I did want to end you guys on what the value of all this silver would be. Now, I looked at melt price with our 1690 percenters and our 440 percenters. We're at $147.09 in pure melt weight. I went online and looked at SD Bullion and Monument Metals for they're typically kind of your lowest on junk silver these days. You could buy these same coins if I were to boil down their multipliers at about $175.26. So there's about a $28.17 premium in this. So if I were trying to sell the silver I found in this today, it'd be closer to that $175 mark. If it was all 90% silver, I would probably be looking at about 21.5 to maybe 22.5 times face is what I would be trying to get for those. So that said, that gives you a little bit of value on there. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know we had a little snafu with one of the clips, and it was one of the big ones where we did find a couple, 3 or 4 90%ers, so I apologize for that, but happens to the best of us. If you did like this video, let me know. Drop on down below, click that like button, leave me a comment. If you're new to this channel and you like CoinRoll, hunts, welcome. And make sure you do click on that subscribe button, then click on that little bell and select all so you get notified each and every time I release a new video. Special shout out to our channel members. Thank you guys for your support. Really appreciate it. Everyone else, you guys take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.